Hi, welcome to the class. Today we are going to work on backbends. We are going to end up in the Dhanurasana. And yeah, let's get started. My most favorite heart opener, a passive heart opener, I would even call it a yin style heart opener, is using blocks. So it's good if you have blocks. You can also use something alternative that has similar shape if you have that at home. And we're going to place one block underneath the shoulder blades. So that's right where the shoulder blades end. It's somewhat like you can sometimes feel the shoulder blade with one hand, usually with the opposite hand, and then you want to feel the bottom. When you push the shoulder down, the blade will press into your fingers, and this is where you want to also have the block right underneath that. And the other block is here just to help you to be able to breathe, to feel more comfortable in the neck, so it supports your head. And you can start on level 1, maybe level 2, some people like even level 3 on the block. And as in yin yoga, you don't want to feel any kind of pain, and you want to be on the scale from 1 to 10 around the number 6 or 7 of being uncomfortable. You can relax your legs for now, your hands, allowing the palms to turn up towards the ceiling, closing your eyes. And you can move your shoulders a little bit just so you feel exactly where the block is. So can you press the bottom tips of your shoulder blades into the block a little bit, or maybe do you need to move a little bit higher? And it should feel like a nice stretch from your front ribs. And try to relax your head, also your face, let it melt down. Relax your neck. And then you can bring your focus towards how you are breathing. So feeling your inhale to expand your lungs. And then as you exhale, relax down towards the ground. Really feel everything pressing using the gravity. Inhaling. Amy, it's not the time to play now. And exhaling. We are going to stay here for approximately 2 more minutes. So if you want, you can move into a higher block position. You can experiment also with removing the block underneath your head and then finding out if it's possible for you to breathe here, if your neck is in comfortable position or not. You can just be there as the observer of your breath and of the surrendering towards the ground. And then for the next minute, we're going to do this as an active kind of exercise. So for that, you can turn your palms towards the floor. You can lift your hips and you can place your palms underneath your hips. Bringing the elbows a little bit closer so you can press the elbows into the mat, and then also bringing your feet together and then trying to squeeze from the inside of your thighs, maybe even pointing your toes. With your next inhale, press from your elbows down And you try to lift the chest. Maybe your butt will slide on your palms. And then exhaling, you again release. You can always shimmy a little bit to adjust the position. So inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, release into the block. Go for 5 more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. You can also lift and slide your head. And exhale, release into the block. 3 more, inhale. Exhale. 2, inhale. Exhale and try to squeeze those muscles that are right where the block was. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. And the last one, inhale. And exhale. Then we are going to remove the palms, roll onto the side, and very carefully remove the blocks from underneath. Lie on your mat and close your eyes, a little bit of a small tiny shavasana, just so you to return to the normal position of the spine, and also feeling the after effects of that pose a little bit. And then we are going to bring the heels towards the hips. We'll go for a bridge pose. So make sure that your heels and ankles are right underneath your knees, so you have the best pushing power. And then you can bring your arms beside your body. You can even bend your elbows 90 degrees. And you want to use your upper arms this time to press into the mat in order to lift, but that's only the last position. Co si shodil? Nebuď bežky, Miky. To make it even more somewhat focused, you can also raise your toes up and then really make sure that you're pressing from your heels. As you press from your heels, notice if something else shifts in your body. Try to bring your belly in, try to pull from your legs. Imagine you have something in between your thighs, so you want to squeeze that, and then squeeze also your glutes from the bottom, and then start sending your knees forward, and your hips should start lifting up. And you don't have to go super high, just use the power of your legs as you press from your heels, as you squeeze those inner thighs, as you engage them. First inhale here, and then exhale, press the elbows, or rather the upper arms, into the mat in order to lift the chest and your ribs. And you can also bring your right and left shoulder a little bit closer together, so you can lift even more. Trying to keep your neck really relaxed without looking to the right or the left. Squeeze your hips a little bit higher. Press from your heels, squeeze your glutes. Bring your belly a little bit in. Inhale. And exhale, stay. And if you like, you can imagine you want to suck the heels towards your glutes or towards your hips, and that will engage your hamstrings. Inhale one more. And exhale, slowly untuck the shoulders, bring them away in order to bring your upper back, and then middle, and then lower back down into the mat. Big inhale through your nose. And maybe an exhale through the mouth. One more time. Press from your heels. Start sending the knees forward, squeeze your legs. Lift your hips up. Come on through the tips of your shoulders. Lift, lift, lift. Big inhale. And then exhale again. Lower down. And roll to the right side and come into a tabletop position. In your tabletop, spread your fingers, turn your index fingers to face forward, and start with your cat-cow from there, inhaling into a cow tilt or exhaling into a cow tilt. So allowing your breath to lead you wherever it wants to go doesn't necessarily mean that the way you breathe in yoga is the best way. Sometimes changing those patterns is good, and sometimes something different for someone else might feel more natural. Try to relax your head as you're going into cat pose. Inhale, cow. Move the shoulders back. And then go into your cat pose. Round your spine. Inhale, find a neutral spine, neutral position for your spine. We'll go for a puppy pose. This one is really intense for the shoulders. So you can make sure that your shoulders are safe by externally rotating them already. So you're trying to rotate your bicep up and out. And then from here, find a little bit more stability in your core by bringing your ribs in first. And then walk the hands forward. You can stay on your fingertips. Try to keep your elbows straight. So imagine that you want to really press and really reach forward so your shoulders are nice and long. You're creating space, not just in your shoulders by this, but also in your spine. So having the biggest kind of distance from your sitting bones all the way towards your fingers. You can relax your forehead down first. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. Walk the fingertips even more forward. Bring the biceps up and out. And exhale. You can try to melt the chest down, maybe lifting your head, maybe coming onto your chin. Inhale, we will go into almost like a cat pose. So bring your body away, rounding the spine. Your belly is active. And exhale down into that puppy pose. And if you feel your shoulders, like that's the intense kind of stretch that you are now experiencing, an option is to bring your hands a little bit wider in order to find more chest opening. Or if you don't feel your shoulders enough, you can bring your palms even closer than shoulders width. And the goal is not to bring your chest down, but all the way down on the ground, but it's somewhere that you want to go for, at least trying to imagine that you want to squeeze those muscles on your upper back to bring your chest closer. Your arms are straight. I know mine don't look like they are straight, but you're trying to keep your elbows straight as much as possible. Inhale, reach from the fingertips, and exhale, just lower. And slowly roll from the bottom of the spine, engaging from your belly, pressing from your fingertips into that cat-like position. And exhale, bring the palms underneath your shoulders. One more cat-cow. Open your chest with your inhale, even looking all the way up, stretching your throat. And exhale, round. Okay, then bring the weight over to your left knee and right leg will come and lift up. Try to keep your hips squared, squeezing the inner thighs. And then point your right toes, right knee super long and straight. Inhaling, we will go almost like a cow tilt, lifting the right leg up without opening that hip. And exhale, knee to the chest. And two more. Inhale, lift. Even look up, maybe. And exhale, rounding, pressing from your palms and fingertips. Last one, inhale. Lift, you can stay here for one more breath. Really feel your glutes lifting that leg super high. And exhale, knee to the chest. And then step the foot through and forward. You can walk and shift the foot a little bit more forward. Even the left knee a little bit more back. Squeeze the legs towards each other. Inhale, low lunge. Reach the arms up. And exhale, release the palms onto your right knee. You can interlace the fingers. Then squeeze the belly to protect your low back. Try to bring your hips a little bit higher, tilting the sitting bones forward, the pelvis backwards. Inhale, press from the hands so you bring your chest away and also your belly away from your front thigh. And then exhale, try to keep the strength in your legs as you bring your hips a little bit lower. Inhale, one more. Exhale, hips lower. Keep squeezing your left glute and left foot into the mat. One more inhale. Exhale. And bring your arms up as you breathe in. And exhale, palms to your chest again. From here we will twist. You can bring your hips a little bit higher. Twist to the right side. Inhale, reach the left elbow forward, and exhale, bring the elbow from the outside of your right knee. Inhale, press into your twist. So pressing the elbow into the knee, knee into the elbow. So you can bring your chest more forward. Your goal is to try to bring it in front of the palms. Inhale, maybe turn also your head all the way back. Exhale, hips a little bit lower. Then release, inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, release the palms down, framing your right foot. Lift your left foot, left knee. Step the right foot behind. Inhale in your plank. And exhale, bring the knees down. Start opening the chest as in your cow tilt. Inhale and exhale. Lean forward as you bend your elbows. Squeeze them towards you. Lean, lean, lean. Use your fingertips. Press them into the mat to slowly lower your chest and chin on the mat. Inhale. You can shift the chest a little bit more towards your knees. Maybe lifting your heels up. Even walking the knees a little bit closer. And then imagine you want to lift the chest, or sorry, not the chest, but the chin. And exhale, release the tops of the feet on the ground. Shift or roll the spine like a snake onto the mat. Lift the chest, inhale, and exhale, pressing through your tabletop into your tabletop. Second side, left leg will come back. Firm your upper body a little bit, your low ribs inwards, your chest slightly in. Inhale, we will open it so it's the opposite. Shoulder blades move together and down as you lift the left leg. Exhale, rounding, use your fingertips again, maybe kissing your left knee. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, into that tiger curl. Inhale. Last one, we can stay there. Notice what your chest is doing. So you can try to move your shoulders a little bit here in small circles. And eventually, you try to bring your shoulder blades together, sliding them down. So as if your chest bone was trying to reach forward, maybe even looking up, and then focus also on your back. Glutes lifting your left leg high. Exhale, knee to your chest. Step the foot through. Shift your feet. Find enough length in between the front and the back leg. And then make sure that your feet are in two lines. Inhale, reach your arms up in your Dhanurasana. And exhale, palms onto your knee. Press the palms into your leg, lift your hips a little bit higher, and then start bringing the chest forward, the shoulders back. Exhaling, squeezing the legs as if they wanted to resist your hips going lower. One more time, inhale, and exhale. You should feel the stretch on your right front thigh and hips. Pressing from the back foot. Inhale, reach your arms over the head. Exhale, palms to your chest. You can lift a little bit in your hips. Inhale. Exhale, we will twist to the left side. Inhale, reach your right elbow forward. Bring it from the outside of the knee. And then try to press into that knee, trying not to lower your right hip, but rather bring the left hip lower as you twist a little bit more. If you feel your back knee, try to press from your back foot a little bit more. It doesn't matter if the toes are tucked or untucked. Your foot is actively pressing down. Look all the way back, inhale, and then exhale. Slowly lower your palms down, stepping the left foot back into your plank, inhaling, exhaling, knees, chest and chin down. Inhale again, we will stay, maybe bring the heels up, maybe walking the knees a little bit closer, even together. If you like, you can try to interlace your fingers behind your back, but only if there is not too much pressure on your chin. So you can always move into a less back bend, trying to have the chin rather free, or be able to lift it as you bring your palms away from your hips. Point your toes, squeeze the heels towards your butt. Inhale, palms away from the hips again. And exhale, palms underneath your shoulders. Release the tops of the feet down. Roll onto your belly. Take a little break here. You can put your forearms forward and your forehead on your forearms. And as you are lying here, you can try a little releasing breath, inhaling through your nose, and then allowing the breath go through the lips so they, I don't know the name, it's like a, like a weird farting sound. So you allow those lips to like flutter up and down. One more time, inhale. And exhale through the mouth. Okay. Then bring your fingertips behind your ears. Press the feet into the mat, engaging your legs. Squeezing your pubic bone down using your glutes. We will go 6 times, lifting the chest up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower forehead on the ground. Inhale again, sliding the shoulder blades down. Exhale. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 3. Exhale. 2. Lower down. And last one. And hold there. Maybe bringing your arms over the head. Breathe in one more time. And exhale, lower. This time, if you like, bring your left ear on the mat. Arms beside you. You can close your eyes. You can move the hips right, left if you feel a little bit of discomfort in your low back. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through the nose. Bring your arms to the sides like a letter T, and then slide the left palm towards your chest. We are going to roll onto the right side, just stretching the shoulder a little bit. Try to move the shoulder a little bit down and away from your ear, maybe lifting your left knee, stepping the foot behind. Just few breaths here to stretch the right shoulder properly. Inhale. Exhale, maybe you release your left palm behind your back. Then move back onto your belly. Left arm comes to the sides. Right palm towards your chest. Left elbow and shoulder. Left elbow is straight, left shoulder down. Roll onto your left side. And the more you walk your left palm up higher, the more stretch you're going to feel. But try to be, again, mindful with how deep you are going in your stretches. Right arm comes up, inhale and exhale. Maybe you place the back of the palm onto your low hips. Maybe you press from your left palm into the ground to also engage those muscles that you are stretching in order to protect them. Move back to the center. And we're going for that Dhanurasana. We're not going to flip the grip, but if you have the flipped grip, go for it. I don't think I can go there. And we are going to do the two types of Dhanurasana. So the first one is going to be with the knees on the ground. And every time you are actually lifting the legs up, try to imagine that you are squeezing the legs together. Even if they look like they are wide, and they are actually wide, you can still use those muscles to stabilize your hips by engaging from them. At any point, if you feel low back pain, please don't stay there. Try avoiding the pain and damaging this very precious part of your spine. So we will grab the feet first. So bend your knees and then try to find your feet, and then you want to walk your palms a little bit lower. This will allow you to go higher if your shoulders are not that flexible. And you can flex your heels, do something with the ends of your legs, bringing a little bit more engagement in the whole legs. And if your knees splayed out, try to bring them a little bit closer. If you do that sometimes, if your hands are close or small or short, it might lift you already a little bit up. Stay here, then squeeze your glutes, pressing your pubic bone down, and don't allow your knees to lift too much. Belly comes in, chest forward, roll the shoulders back, and then kick your feet back. And this should bring your chest a little bit higher. But don't stay there passively in the chest. You're trying to reach the chest forward as if you wanted to lengthen the part in between your low back and your chest. You can also look up, inhale, exhale, press from your feet, even more, inhale, and then exhale, slowly lower down, look to the left side, lower your right ear down, take 2 big breaths in and out through your nose. Okay, second part or second variation is going to be with knees coming up. You can start the same way. So first bring the chest up, but notice when you lift your knees how your weight shifts forward. So grabbing your feet or even walking all the way down to your ankles again to allow deeper back bend if your shoulders are not there. Squeeze from your inner thighs, kick the feet back, and then first stay here. Notice how the knees are grounded. Notice how the chest wants to go forward. And with your next inhale, maybe you lift your knees up, squeezing your glutes a little bit. You can also try to look up. Inhale, point your toes or flex your feet. Go for the length up and slowly release. We'll press from here all the way into a child's pose, but be very careful so you can bring your knees a little bit wider. Try to keep length in the spine, bending in the hips first and then releasing your head down. If you feel like you're going to round, you can lift your hips a little bit and go for almost like a tadpole pose in yin yoga, or it's like a frog pose, puppy pose, breathe variation. So first allow your spine to really lengthen. Your arms can be over the head and you can be reaching again with your fingertips forward, and then sitting your hips a little bit lower to find that stretch. Your core is active. You're not trying to reach the chest forward or down. You can move your head on the mat, right and left, to massage your forehead. Maybe eventually going lower and lower with your hips. Okay, then we're going to lift the upper body and bring the knees a little bit closer. Inhale, reach the arms forward. And then exhale, walk the right hand underneath the left, all the way to the left side for a slight twist here. You can bring your head down, trying to look up, maybe underneath your left upper arm. Inhale into your belly and exhale, release. Then come back. Left arm comes underneath the right this time, just a small twist. You can walk your head underneath your upper arm, inhaling into your belly, feeling how it lengthens your spine, and then exhale. Allow your head, your spine to release, your belly to come in. Then walk the hands again above the head and then back towards your legs. We're going to do a few cat-cows again, so you can grab the tops of the knees together, toes together. Inhale, open the chest. Try not to move your hips too much. And then exhale, rounding the chest inwards. Inhale again, chest forward without the hips really contributing. And exhale, round this time. Try to tilt the pelvis back. Sitting bones forward, we can relax the neck down. And then cross your legs. Bring them forward or bring them to the side. And round here, grabbing your knees again. Just allowing your whole body to hang behind your belly, squeezing in maybe with your exhales. And then go for the boat pose. Just forward, find length in the spine. Bring the feet up, arms beside your feet. Maybe if this is not an option for you, you can always grab underneath your knees and stay there. Inhale here. And we're going for a low boat also. Exhale. You want to round the spine. And then come down with your low back, not with your shoulder blades, not with your heels, but they come super, super low. Squeeze the belly down towards the spine. Inhale, come up. Maybe even extending the legs if you are there. And exhale, low boat. And you can move here on your low boat, right, left, as if you were a boat on the sea where there is a big storm. So the waves are moving you right and left. Come into high boat, inhale. Exhale, toes down, fingertips down, round. You can bring the forehead towards your knees. And bring the palms close to your hips, a little bit more forward. And try to pick up your hips up. Hold there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Okay, if you like, you can lie down now and take a very short or maybe very long Shavasana. And I'm really glad that you practiced with me, and see you next time.